Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Friday, April 30th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie. Joined alongside me, literally, Uncle Teabag, Tyler Sunt.
What is up?
And also here in the house all day, Eric DeShane.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you boys doing? I can reach out and touch you.
With COVID, though, can't.
Teabagger virus spreading.
Goodies.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're in our in the podcast set 1.0. Mm-hmm. There will be patches coming along the way, updating
Additions.
It's like an EA release. It's very, rough on the edges, but it'll be better over time. So
Yeah. Our
it
interior
is online though. Mm-hmm. We are at least succeeding in that.
yes, yeah. Servers are running somewhat, yeah. So,
except for yesterday.
No crashes
we bungled the release yesterday. It was supposed to do it yesterday, and then
typical EA.
My tum hurt. But we are here. It is Friday. Happy Friday, by the way.
Yay!
It is the weekly wrap up where we go through news stories as well as our week and what we've been watching, what we've been playing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, gentlemen, have you been playing any video games this week?
Alien Isolation I've been playing. Ooh. I finally got it. It was on sale on PlayStation.
Carly got an older title.
Yeah, a bit of an older title.
2016, 2017, not that bad.
Yeah.
That's 5 years ago.
I guess that's 5 years now. That's right. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it because the graphics, the sounds, the controls, like the whole gameplay, the story, everything is just it's a perfect game. It is literally a perfect game.
It's on my must-play list because this seems so engaging in the environment and how terrifying it could be, but it's how fun it can be at the same time. It's because I'm usually chicken shit when it comes to those kind of games, but I would love to play something like that,
right?
For sure. So
I'm sure you guys, whoever's listening, has played those games where are you guys even Evil Within, you got to sneak past a certain monster and you got to crouch and go around corners, whatever, and then get past them and then move on. Even in Resident Evil 2, they do the same thing with Mr. X. He's going around the police station, he's trying to find you, whatever. This is literally taking place in I can't remember the name of the ship, Sevastopol or something like that. Anyway, it's this huge docking station that's basically been abandoned because there's not enough work, not enough merchant ships, whatever. It's huge. It's the size of a small town almost. Mm-hmm. And this alien is literally searching for anybody that's alive.
It's full of cyborgs or androids.
Yeah, there's androids and there are human survivors too.
Okay, yeah.
So the thing with the androids is you can just go and attack them, but if you go up to them and you're calm and you're not trying to break into restricted areas and stuff, they're called Worker Joes is what they're called. So a really early model android, really, and they're like white plastic porcelain skin and kind of weird voices and whatever. But yeah, they're almost just as scary as the freaking alien is, man. So it's you'll be trying to sneak past and then they'll grab you and be like, sorry ma'am, you have to come with me, and then they grab you and they start pulling on you, so you have your wrench and you hit them and it's ma'am, calm down, and they just start fucking beating you to death. It's calm down ma'am, and it's oh! And you have to tap X to get out of their grip, and it's just holy crap. And then all of a sudden the alien hears all this commotion going on, comes down and just freaking shreds everybody, man. And you literally can't I have there's a feature on the controller where you can have your microphone on your controller.
Right. So
I'm playing and I got to this part. I was watching Leia. Carly was at work and I'm sitting there and she's eating. I'm just gonna play for a little bit. I'm like, okay. Oh, and there was a really intense part. I had to go find this access card to get to the staff quarters to find the password to open up this door to get to the med bay. Whatever. Anyway, long story short, I'm hiding from the alien because he comes down through a roof vent. And I'm like, oh my god, because the music will kind of cue, very subtle. You won't even really know until you hear, the thump, thump, and then the snarl of the alien. It's you got to find cover, right now. Mm-hmm. So I got in the locker, and you have this little heartbeat sensor, and you're hiding in the locker, and it's so realistic because, you'll be in the locker, and you hit R1 to look it up, and then it, lifts it up, and you're, looking at it like this, and you just kind of whatever. And then Leia was like, Tootsie! Ah! Real loud, the alien turns and freaking rips the door off the locker and freaking just
So it still hears you with the microphone?
It can hear with the microphone. And if you're breathing heavy, it'll be drawn to you. It's... So I turned it off. I'm not playing with that anymore. So I'm just it's how come it keeps finding me? So yeah, if you guys want to be really stressed out playing a game... Yeah, I'll play that one. Oh, it's so good. And the story is... I didn't realize how much of a story there actually was. I thought, okay, you're just getting from point A to point B and trying to avoid the alien. But
are you still Ripley in that story too? Or
you are Ripley's daughter.
Oh.
17 years she's been looking for Ripley. This is 17 years after what happens on the Nostromo.
The Alien 3 or no? Which one's that?
First one.
First one. Okay.
After the very first one, when she scuttles the ship and then she goes into hypersleep, hoping to get picked up by.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the company, and then they find the black box. That's what draws you to this station. Is that the Wayland Yutani Corporation finds the black box in the debris where the ship exploded. They take the black box and they bring it to this great big this trading station, and then that's where shit went south. So
cool.
It's amazing. It is so good. Very stressful. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Nice.
But a game that's finally like embodies that whole atmosphere of the Alien franchise to a T, right? Yeah.
Literally, the music is like synths. Just like the 1979 one, and the terminals are old, like with the green screen, the DOS, long load times, and like the machinery, everything. It's all like very 70s retro. Like it feels like it's.
So all those before have all been like action type kind of Marines and just fighting kind of
and
games.
super high tech, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
This feels like an actual like in universe stuck in there.
You have a revolver. That's your only weapon really, and then you got to craft like little devices like a smoke grenade. That's really the only thing that you can use to get past the androids. The androids can't really see you in the smoke or the humans. The humans you can kind of sneak past because the humans are dumb. But like flashbangs will temporarily blind the alien, but the androids, they're not affected by it. They just keep coming towards you. You can build EMP bombs to temporarily power them down. And then the revolver, you can kill androids with that thing, but you got to shoot them like 10, 15 times. But it's amazing. The revolver, don't even use a revolver because as soon as you use that thing, you know who's going to be on you immediately.
Right.
It's like oh, you have no choice. It's like you pull it out. It's like you're looking for a way to run. As soon as you start shooting, you gotta run like because it's coming for you. It's so good. Yeah. So much fun. Very stressful.
Yeah. Too spooky for me?
No.
We gotta get you playing that.
Good.
Yeah.
Especially if you put headphones on. Ooh. Yeah.
What about you, Eric? Playing anything?
Nothing new. Still playing the good old Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Doing this campaign of that again there and enjoying it. So, turn-based strategy and fun doing that stuff. So, yeah, no, that's been pretty much it. So, watched a lot more movies this week than I did anything else. So, yeah. So, after we watched Falcon Winter Soldier, we'll talk about that later on. I decided, Tyler, I don't know if you talked about it, watching all the Captain America movies again. After he said, I should watch the old one again.
Yeah.
I ended up doing that. I ended up watching all the 1, 2, and 3 again. So, I'll watch them. Because I know with certain things, we watched Endgame the day after at my parents' place. We watched Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier. And my nephew was like, oh, wait, where does he get the shield from? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what I've been saying since Endgame came out, is where does he get the shield? And like, well, then so he goes back in time and doesn't tell anybody nothing. I'm like, yeah, I guess Captain America really just kind of hides out with Peggy for 50 plus years and doesn't say a thing. But I could have sworn, and I thought it was in Winter Soldier, the Fury gets a tip from somebody that Shield's been compromised. I'm like, I wonder if that's kind of hinted at. Maybe it was Captain or Steve Rogers kept hinting to Fury, but it never does come up again. So that wasn't something I thought of, but. No, I thought there was. So I went back and kind of rewatched them for that to see that little tidbit if I could find it, but I never could. So
okay,
yeah. So just okay. Well, I thought Fury at one point says that. Oh, I got a tip that it was compromised. I figured it'd be hinted that, but it never was. So yeah, but that was pretty much my week with that.
Marvel's not that smart.
No, unfortunately not. So yeah, still to this day, and maybe you'll finally be answered in Loki, but we still don't know how. How Steve Rogers brought that shield back with him through all those years and gave it to Sam Wilson. So we'll find out hopefully soon.
I never even questioned it honestly.
No,
there was so much time travel question. I'm like whatever.
It goes back with a hammer in the briefcase and no shield, and yet he's a shield, Sam. I'm like, where did he get that from? What the hell? That was weird, but yeah. So
he's reportedly supposed to be coming back as Captain America at some point.
A few cameos from what I understand. So,
I would imagine it'll be a cameo.
Some people were thinking maybe they might do a series with him like returning each of the Infinity Stone, maybe like a 6-part kind of little miniseries.
Cool.
That would be sick.
I mean, there's a few interesting parts, but I mean, it couldn't be too crazy. Yeah. So we'll see.
Something happening.
Yeah, I heard footsteps up there.
Oh,
maybe it's the dog.
Like noise canceling headphones. No, so I can hear you guys because you're talking in the microphone.
Oh, but you can't hear the footsteps.
No.
Nice.
Yeah. And so that's been pretty much my week, was just watching movies and starting with this stuff here and
the real brick. That we did.
100% real brick.
100% more brick. We are what do you call them? Tilers. Did you know that's where Tyler originated from?
Bricklayers.
Guys who lay bricks and tiles. Real original name. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
For you,
Anyway.
Okay.
Fun little tidbit.
What about you, Scotty?
Yeah, not playing any real new games. I'm gonna be probably picking up, like I said, new Pokemon Snap that comes out today. If y'all are interested, you can pick that up on Nintendo Switch. But I did watch a new series on Netflix.
Yes.
One of our listeners, Monique, she messaged us on Facebook. She said, "Scott, I watched The Serpent on Netflix. You might like it." So I checked it out, and it was good, but also very frustrating. So, like, super well acted. Like, the guy who plays, like, the bad guy. So, first off, it's about, like, Asia's biggest serial killer. Essentially, this dude he's in Thailand. He's a gem dealer. And he would invite, like, backpackers and tourists over to his, like, house. Yeah. And they would... It's a big party house, and then eventually at some point he like slips some poison into their drink. So then they start like throwing up and stuff like that, and he takes that time to like essentially go through their stuff and rob them. And normally they would like leave them at a hotel or whatever, but sometimes he would kill them. And they didn't really explain why, like, some people got killed and some people didn't. Maybe it was just, like, all they seen the place and know how to get there. But, like, I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Depending on his mood.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, he killed a lot of people by poisoning them and then essentially, like, all right, now let's bring them out to the ocean and toss them in the ocean. They're all, like, sedated. And it's like, it's just another... American tourists who got fucked up on drugs and decided to go for a midnight swim and died. So they're not going to, know anything. Until there's this Dutch guy who works at the Polish embassy. Poland? Is that where the Dutch are from?
That's Dutch is Holland. Holland, yeah.
Where's the Holland in?
The Netherlands?
Yeah.
He's from the embassy.
Yeah.
His name is Knippenberg. Herman Knippenberg.
Herman.
And he gets a letter from this mother who's saying that her daughter and her boyfriend, they haven't heard from them in a month or so. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to find out where they are, and then he finds that there's this 2 bodies were discovered that were like burnt essentially. And originally the Bangkok Post said they were Australian couple or something, and then he eventually learns that it was actually the 2 Dutch people. Oh. So then he's just like on this search to find out who killed them and that sort of thing.
Right.
And so this guy, he goes by Alan Gauthier. He's like he's French and Vietnamese. Okay. And he drugged people. So he had this one guy who was from French. His name was Dominique, who he found in a restaurant or something like that, and then like, drugged him there, and then he starts like throwing up, and he's like, "Oh, I'll take you back to my house. I'll help you." He says like, "You can't go to the hospitals here. That's a death sentence or something like that." So if you're like a traveler, it's like, yeah, you probably don't want to go to a Thailand hospital. So this guy's helping you out. He's like, "Okay, well, while you're sick, I have this empty room in this apartment that I own, and as long as you help my wife out, you can stay there for free." So he's essentially like drugged this guy so they can get like a butler or a maid essentially. And they're like, "Okay, here's your medicine." It's like supposed to be like some like laxative or something, but they mix it with something else. So like they keep giving him this medicine every single day, and he keeps like throwing up every single day.
How do you not know that something is happening?
No shit.
Exactly.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
I was like freaking out. I'm like, stop taking the goddamn medicine. And then until one part where they have a pet monkey, and the pet monkey drinks their stupid medicine, and he just like kills over and dies. So he's like, "Hey Alan, I think I'm gonna like stop using the medicine and see how I feel." And then Alan's like, "Okay, whatever you think." He's like, he's always like, he's very deadpan, like he doesn't show like any emotion kind of thing.
Yeah.
So he like doesn't do the medicine, and then he's like, well, of course he's like feeling fine now. He's like, all right, and then he's like, okay, I think I want to go home. I'm feeling better. I want to go home to my parents in France. It's been months since I've seen them. So then another part of the thing was that he would use his victims' passports in he'd be able to forge them and put his picture in there. Because before it was just like literally your picture's like glued to the stupid passport.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that's how he would go to different countries to sell his gems. He'd buy cheap in Bangkok and then sell them at like higher prices other places.
Yeah.
So he like shows the Dominique guy's like, oh yeah, it's like I use this or whatever for my business, but don't worry, I'll change it back. Don't worry. And he's like, and also while you're sick, your travel visa expired, so you're technically here illegally. So stay away from the police because they'll arrest you. But don't worry, I have connections with the police. I'll get this smoothed out. And then so now the guy's like, well, fuck, I'm trapped here now.
Yeah.
And then eventually, so I want to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
If you lose a passport and you're in a foreign country, how do you get back home?
Go to the embassy.
Go to the embassy immediately.
Bingo.
Like, it's not even a fucking
Not even a question,
thought.
yeah.
Not even a question. So I was screaming that at my TV. Because at one point, the guy leaves to go on Hong Kong. He's gone for like 2 months. And the guy's like trying to leave and he calls his parents and he's like stuck there. And he's like starts crying on the phone. And he essentially just hangs up because he doesn't know what to do. And I was just like, go to the embassy.
How stupid and naive.
So then I'm like, well, maybe there isn't a French embassy there. So I Google, like, is there a French embassy in Bangkok? Yes. Okay. Well, this is in the 1970s. When did it open? 1949.
Of course.
So I was like, okay, did they just like leave this out for no reason, or was this guy
Maybe
just
he
like
just
a total
had no
idiot?
idea. Yeah, he had to have just been a complete idiot. Just naive young
Yeah.
guy. Like,
So that's the thing, is like so many of the characters in the show are just like total brain dead idiots that it's like a horror movie where like, they always
just
make
run
the
upstairs.
they make the dumb decisions,
Yeah.
but it like adds to the like tension and stuff like that, because it's like, well, don't go in there, that's where the killer is, and then you're like on your seat, it's like, well, fuck, now they're right there with the killer. It's like, so it's like
Right.
the same kind of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
does he get out of the country because he's a retard and like doesn't know where to go?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So,
well, yeah.
but yeah, really well acted, well shot, and that sort of thing. But yeah, just like,
So it's actual series, not like a documentary style.
yeah,
at all?
it's a biopic, I guess. Like, so it's kind of like that Unabomber show we watched.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's based on a true story, and they have the real characters played by actors and that sort of thing, right? So
Oh, interesting. Might have to check that out, maybe.
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I give it 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 if just make smarter moves, that's all. Go to the fucking embassy. Yeah.
Dummies.
Go to the embassy if you lose your passport.
Travel
Yes.
101, yeah.
Go straight to the
But no one's traveling right now, anyways.
Don't trust a guy who's poisoning you.
Exactly.
Kind of goes without saying there. Yeah.
If a guy gives you medicine and it makes you more sick, stop taking the fucking medicine.
Yeah. Well, should we talk about... Let's talk about Invincible first since it was the finale for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What an episode
Yeah.
of Invincible. It finally kicked off.
The climax we've been dreading was
Yeah,
gonna be coming.
Omni-Man just started just tearing shit up.
He's got a lot of self-control, though, because he could just go full crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He totally could. He could just go, well, I think he is going straight to Washington, to where Cecil and those guys are. He's going to probably take them down first, because he's trying. I think he's honestly trying not to confront his son, trying to keep him away from it, from whatever the fuck it is that's going on. I still don't know what's going on or why he's doing what he's doing, but...
It's, yeah.
But the cat's out of the bag now. And... he knows that everybody knows, and everybody knows what he did.
Oh, yeah.
He's responsible for it, and yeah, it's very intense. Very scary times to be in front of Omni-Man.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, like, just like the amount of stuff they threw at him, just...
Nothing
worked.
stopped
Yeah.
him.
First starts off with, you got 5 of those soldiers, just... slams that person like on the the kitchen island is
It just slides them in half and slides across the island and flops across. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that. You know that this guy cannot be killed. He's like literally Superman on roids.
So why do you send 5 guys?
Why do you send 5 normal Joes with fucking machine guns and invisibility shit? Like,
right. And Donald,
I guess just to kind of distract him for a couple seconds.
Yeah, and Donald, aka adult Bobby Hill, he didn't have to die. Is that like that soldier was just like, ugh, like reaching out the window. So of course the guy Omni-Man is just like, what the hell's in there?
Yeah,
and then that was pretty awesome. It was like pleasure to, it's honor to serve you. Just boom,
just like a mini thermal-nuclear device just goes off. It's like that should have slowed him down for a few minutes. And then he's like still standing there, not even a scratch. He's like, or not. Then fucking he takes off and
uses the giant satellite laser to slow him down.
Freaking ion cannon. That was
do nothing.
sick.
Yeah.
He's flying and all of a sudden he's just like, what the heck's happening? And all of a sudden like there's like a light and all the birds just like start dying and the sky's like, what? And he looks up and he's his beam, boom, and like, oh, and just levels like half the forest. And then he's like laying there and he's got a little bit of a nosebleed. And what does he say?
$300 million. All that for
$400 billion nosebleed.
Yeah, all that for a $400 billion nosebleed. Yeah, he flies up and they keep hitting him with the ion cannon. He flies up there and just shreds the machine. And then they got that kaiju to try and stop him too. Stuffed him full of roids and got him all like revved up and
whatever they could.
And the Mahler twins resurrected the what's his name?
Immortal. The Immortal.
And
who turned out to possibly be
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
Lincoln apparently.
Abraham Lincoln, which is so crazy. I was like, we were talking about this the other day. It's like, how does nobody notice that this guy? He's like, hey, this guy kind of looks like Abraham Lincoln. It's like, that's just coincidence.
Yeah. I thought like, I guess he's Abraham because he's got kind of the same beard, I guess.
Yeah.
And just didn't think anything of it because it's just a quick little flashback as he was like being resurrected, and then he still gets his fucking ass kicked.
Ripped in half.
I'm gonna kill you. Like, why are you going after him? He shredded you and all your buddies. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, but he put up a decent fight.
He did put up a pretty good fight. Yeah, he tickled him a little bit.
Really, just exposed Omni-Man to what he really was. That was the one thing with that, right? So everyone saw him doing that. So like, if you're
then the news choppers and the whole world just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So now we'll have the showdown, you think, between Mark and his dad?
I honestly don't think they're going to fight. I think Mark is going to be like, well, you're my dad. I trust you and I love you and I know that what you're doing is the right thing. So I'm going to do what I think. That's what I think.
I think it's going to go where it's like, no, Mark's going to be hesitant, but he's going to ask his dad for questions. His dad's going to keep prying. His dad's going to be like, no, enough is enough. And just sit down, shut up, and just leave me do my thing. And
maybe just leave him barely alive.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Frick, I don't know. And then what? And then he's going to go to Washington. Omni-Man's going to go to Washington and kill everybody there. I don't know.
That's the one thing I found with this series. You always ask, like, I don't know what's going to happen next. The same thing with The Walking Dead. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen next.
Right.
Well, I think they've been kind of playing up this, like, thing with Mark, like, his, like, he's got that, like, kind of almost Super Saiyan, like, hybrid kind of thing where he gets mad and he gets like a power boost sort of thing.
Yeah,
so like that might be a contributing thing of like maybe that's how he's able to beat his dad or something that.
Yeah, when he was in that mafia house with Machine Head there, and he's like, "Oh, fucking kill you!" And he's like, and it's just like super like Omni-Man's type thing. I'm like, "Oh, I want more of that."
Yeah,
do that again.
I think it's his ass kicked by the giant lion. It's like, ooh, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Call him in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, get that lion in there.
Yeah, he's a good fight. Here's Omni-Man, have fun.
Yeah. Omni-Man will kill him though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be stopped.
Chop him in half.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Now let's move on to the season, possibly series finale.
Maybe
of
Oh, Feige did kind of confirm that there's a good, strong chance they'll have more than one season. So yeah.
They did confirm that there's going to be a Captain America 4
movie, with Sam, So
cool. Falcon and Winter Soldier season finale.
Yeah.
What'd y'all think?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I was sober, so I remembered it. I really enjoyed it. It was very good.
Yeah.
And I liked his suit. You guys were kind of like on the fence about it. I liked it a lot.
But yeah, it is.
It's very
canon.
showy.
Yeah, it's a whole very much a symbol suit, right? So yeah.
But I mean, I think it deserves to be showy because it's like, well, what happened to? It's like a black man cannot wear that suit and cannot be Captain America. And it's just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I am Captain America. And it's just like,
so black Captain America, damn rights. It's like,
damn rights.
Damn rights. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and how Bucky's like proud of him that he's finally wearing it and got the shield. Is like, oh, what a good ending. It's so good. And then even the U.S. agent there,
John Walker.
He's still deep down. I really like that part. where he's pulling that van full of those diplomats, whatever, and trying to save him. Because deep down, he is still a pretty good guy, and maybe he was just doing what they wanted him to do before. And
I believe that. Like he's very much a product of the system with the military for sure. Like he's trained to be the perfect soldier, and then when he does something truly emotional, they discard him like any other piece of equipment, right? So
yeah.
So that was the one thing with that, and I thought that was he had a good ending. I liked the way he kind of went on. Didn't go as a true bad guy, but not a good guy either. So it was kind of on the fence. So
yeah,
I think it was just, there was a couple like messy parts. Like I think that like him just because like he comes in there and he's like Morgenthau, and he's like, oh shit's about to go down, and like he's like fighting her and that sort of thing, and then it's like, yeah, he does do the right thing and like save the thing. So it's like, yeah, you understand that. It's like, well, he was picked to be Captain America for a reason, but it was just like that sort of thing of like now he's like running around with Bucky, and like Bucky's like totally okay with it, sort of thing.
Yeah, that was like weird.
But it was like a little rushed kind of thing, I guess. But like,
yeah, but I mean, it's in the heat of the battle, right? So it's like, okay, well. Okay, but I'm watching you. But he seemed like just totally comfortable with it. Yeah. Right? He'd be like, oh, what? All right, we still have unfinished business, man. Yeah. So after this is done, you and I were...
Yeah, like they even like kind of like do that joke where like he says that the Abraham Lincoln
line. He's like, really, Lincoln? Is like, what? It's a good line. No, it's not just coming from you.
Yeah, so like, they're kind of joking around. It's
that's a little too...
I thought you guys like he broke your arm.
Exactly.
You guys are a little too chummy all of a sudden. Yeah. It got weird, But I mean,
that's true.
That episode is a subject of the COVID, though. You could tell that because of the scheduling and how it was filmed, it's kind of got like rushed at parts and kind of had to close it up, which does suck. But just this issue with that, though. So.
And the other thing was... like him it's like, oh, Carly wants to talk to you, just like hands him the phone, and then he's like, way to go, Bucky, he talked to her on the phone too long. It's like, what happened there? Like, what? I feel like that was totally like a reshoot to cut around something or something, because it was like that was so stupid.
Like, I'll stop him. Oh, hello. Oh yeah. Oh, cool, yeah, you bet. Oh, fuck, what the hell are they doing? Oh, yeah, shit, I gotta go back and stop
Carly's just like, is your refrigerator running? He's like, yeah. Well, you better go catch it. It's like, God damn it, Bucky, they got the hostages. Oh, no. So, but the like the key parts like really hit though. Like his like speech there with the Senators was great.
Yeah, that was really good.
And him like bringing Isaiah Bradley to the museum and shows his statue. Like
that was actually really emotional.
Yeah,
that part.
That was a good part.
That was good.
That was very good.
It was really good.
And then of course they have the happy ending where they're at
having the barbecue.
And his sister's kids are hanging off of his metal arm and stuff like that while he's like
that energy right there. Yeah.
It was awesome.
Flirting up with the sister. Yeah.
Yep. And of course he goes to see the old Asian man, and that was another very emotional moment.
Yeah, actually, that was really emotional.
And I was kind of reading like some of the opinions, because of course it ends and it, instead of saying Falcon the Winter Soldier, it says Captain America and Winter Soldier, and some people were kind of bummed out that like his name like Winter Soldier didn't change.
It still didn't change, yeah.
And like some people were like, well, it'd be kind of cool, like so if that was White Wolf, or like he's not really the Winter Soldier anymore, but like actually like some people were pointing out, it's like, well, no, like his thing and his journey in this was actually coming to terms that he was the Winter Soldier, like he was making amends and that sort of thing. Like that's it, like literally at the end when he's talking to the old man, he's like, I was the Winter Soldier, I am the Winter Soldier, or something like that. So
I did you wrong. I'm trying to fix that. Yeah.
And then
forgiveness.
Somebody, all other people are also saying that possibly they might change his name in the second season or something. I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
I don't know if he has another moniker. I've never even heard of White Wolf before.
I'm trying to remember what, because Bucky was the sidekick in the old comics, the Captain America comics. Bucky Barnes was just a kid then, and they later written to be one of his friends and be the Winter Soldier. But I can't remember what the hell the kid's sidekick's name was. I think it was just Bucky. That's all it was. It wasn't actual like a name or a superhero name or anything like that. It was just Captain America and Bucky. That's all it was. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, but I know, speaking of that, though, I remember the episode before where the fans, a lot of people were split on that one joke, and on them with Winter Soldier fixing that leaky valve, a leaky pipe in that one episode. People hated that joke. Why don't you use your metal arm? I didn't think of it. That whole joke there, that little one-off joke, people actually hated that one. I love that. That was a funny joke. I thought it was clever as hell.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, Reddit hated that one. I'm like, why? That was a good joke. It was funny. A little one-pass joke, but no, they...
Or like even if you didn't think it was funny. It's like, well, it's not like an offensive, like bad joke.
No, they really.
It's just like, yeah,
they put that joke in there. That's so stupid. I'm like, it's fine. It was fine. What are you talking about? There's other stuff that could be changed.
It's like the whole, where's my glasses? Oh, they've been on top of my head the whole time.
Exactly.
Almost kind of like stupid kind of thing.
Yeah. Whatever. Internet's weird.
It is very weird. It's a very strange place.
People get mad
over little shit. Yeah.
I'm bringing out the laptop for news.
Anywho, it was a good series. I enjoyed it. Wish it was more. 6 episodes wasn't enough.
It was not.
We got more stuff coming out next month, though.
Yeah, in a couple. Oh, yeah, a whole month still.
Well, I did hear that original plan with the Flag Smashers, whether it was that they were supposed to release a deadly virus.
God!
Until the pandemic hit, they're like, maybe not.
A little on the nose, yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I think the next Marvel thing is 7 weeks away. We have to wait.
June 7th, Loki.
Longest time.
Month off.
But after
that'd
that,
be interesting.
Yeah, it's all with time changing and parallel universes, and so it should be good. Up his alley.
That'd be cool to see where that goes.
y'all ready to talk about some news or anything else you guys watched that you want to talk about?
No, nothing else. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we start off with a bit of sad news. Shunsuke Kikuchi. He was the Dragon Ball Z music composer. He died at age 89. He composed over 400 pieces of original music for the anime franchise.
Inshallah, yeah.
That's a bit of a bummer.
It is, yes. I like his music.
Dragon Ball.
I have the Dragon Ball Z DVD collection. I love that. And I watch it with... Because you grew up watching it with the Americanized version of it with all their sound effects and their soundtrack, but the original one was so much more dramatic in that sense. Because the American version was all much more hyperized, much more energetic. So a lot more guitar riffs, a lot more heavy metal stuff. This was a lot more slower pace, and I enjoyed it more. So yeah, it's too bad.
Pour 40 out for you, homie. Well, there you go. Let's talk about some brighter news, I guess. Some video game news here. The Last of Us Part 3 has a plot, but it's not being made yet.
Still have to play the second one.
Yeah. This is from IGN.com. Naughty Dog has written a story outline for The Last of Us Part 3, but isn't making the sequel right now. Creative director Neil Druckmann says he hopes it can one day see the light of day. You know what, Neil? I think there's a decent chance that you probably can get Last of Us Part 3 made.
I'm sure. I'm sure it can be done,
Considering the success of the first two.
That can be done.
I'm pretty sure you're good to
and
go.
how they're remaking the first one already.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
When did the first one come out? Do you guys know? Like, when did that come out? Like,
I want to say like 2000.
how do you justify a remake when it's that new already? Like,
Because
it's been
end
through
of the PS.
two different generation of.
oh, yeah, that's right. It was a PS3 game
Last
initially. And then,
Us.
am I too loud?
I don't know. We apologize about the audio if it's kind of fluctuating. We're getting used to this new little system here.
It came out in 2013.
Yeah, like how the fuck is that already a remake?
Yeah, it was late.
8 years ago.
8 years ago, yeah.
Like, fuck you guys.
It was late in the PS3 era, but yeah, still it's.
Just come up with something new.
Well,
Try that.
we talked about this because they have the HBO show coming out, so they probably want to have
exactly.
the nicest looking version of it
I suppose.
out there for PS5, HDR, 4K, 60 frames.
Exactly.
All that jazz.
See, like when they did that with Resident Evil 2, that was cool, but that game came out like what, 1996?
Exactly, yeah.
95? Okay, I can understand that. You know, like the box style animations to what it is now is incredible. It's got the exact same story, but just add a couple little more new flavors. That's cool.
Well, it's like the Final
Whereas Last
Fantasy
of Us
VII
is
remake.
Hey?
Well, like the Final Fantasy VII remake, where it's the same story, same story, but it's kind of different gameplay still. You can still play the original one if you want, but this one's a different remake of it. So yeah,
Exactly.
that makes sense. But
Last of Us
a game that came out, you can still play to this day. It still plays and functions fine. Why?
Right.
Because they want HD. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Didn't mean to go off the rails there.
That's fine. This next one though. Want me to read it? Yeah.
Oh, if you want to read it, go for it.
Let me open it up here. The PS5 has outsold the PS4 in its first fiscal year on sale, which I do not believe at all.
You think they fudged the numbers? Or
I know, I don't know fudge numbers. PlayStation 5 has sold
Okay,
700.8 million units in its first fiscal year on sale, and a March 31st, 2021, outselling PS4's 7.6 million units sold in the same period. There's no PS5s available. Who the hell's buying 7.8? It must be because
Dude, that's a whole industry right now.
Yeah.
They buy everything up and then...
I mean, it's only 0.2 million more, sold 200,000 more units, but still, like, I have yet to see a PS5 anywhere.
I don't even have one yet.
No,
That's because 7.8 million people bought them already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. So I don't know. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess, but still, like,
Yeah, and if everybody's staying at home with this whole pandemic thing too,
That's
more
true.
people are
yeah,
gonna buy
that
it,
is true.
right?
But I have no, like, I don't know. I'm one person I know, but I have no desire to buy a PS5 still.
I haven't even really been
Like,
that enticed to do it. Like with the PC and even PS4, there's still
Yeah,
titles coming out for a little bit.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I will get one. I will.
Yeah, until
but
the defining game comes out where it's like, you have to play it because it is still next generation, then I'll look into it. But till then, like,
for sure.
most of the games coming out now are for the PS4 anyway. So,
So probably the next God of War, next
something
Spider-Man,
like that.
probably.
Yeah, something big epic that can
It would
really
be nice to play Resident Evil on the.
that shows its capabilities and power. Yeah,
PS5.
and then so.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one
I
because the
know,
graphics
so.
in that are fucking incredible.
But it is kind of crazy when you also think about how the PS5 came out and it was $400, and this is it's $400 for the digital version, $500 for the one with the disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
U.S. dollars. It's more expensive here in Canada, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know. I don't believe it. That's all. Sony's inflating the numbers.
I demand a recount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right on. Well, that's it for video game news. Hardly any at all.
Nothing really happened this week now.
Kind of uneventful. It's all being saved for the next couple months as we get closer to E3. But this last Sunday, of course, was the Academy Awards, the Oscars.
I heard that the viewing of that has gone down dramatically.
Oh yeah.
I guess so.
Because
Who
I
cares?
have zero interest
Yeah.
in watching that now.
I think it's, one, it's like people go, movies came out last year.
Yeah.
Right.
I can kind of see. So I'll just kind of go through some of the winners here of some of the bigger categories. Best original screenplay, Promising Young Woman.
Which
won.
that one.
I still want to see that.
That
looks really
one,
good.
I figure would win. That's probably the better one for sure.
Best adapted screenplay, The Father, won that.
Which Anthony Hopkins won for
Yeah, I saw
Best
his
Actor?
acceptance speech. It was really good.
for Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, it was a really good touch.
That was a really good touch.
Represent
What a gentleman.
Wakanda
My
forever.
laptop's
Yeah.
gonna fall down. I was gonna do it. Best international feature film, Another Round.
Yes.
Um,
Hans Mikkelsen's video.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Matt Mikkelsen. Sorry, I need my name.
Hans Nicholson. Who the fuck?
Fuck off. Matt Mikkelsen's. Yes.
but yeah, I just
talked
watched the
about
trailer for that.
I talked
today.
about it when we were talking about international movies. I wanted to watch it because it looks good. Yeah, looks funny.
Guys just try to have a 0.5% blood alcohol level, maintain that, because that's like they discovered a research paper that like humans were born with 0.5% too low of alcohol or something in their blood. So it's like they try and like kind of maintain that buzzed kind of feeling. It's like looks like from the trailer anyways. Looks like it's going really well until it's like, maybe let's start drinking more. And then it goes downhill from there. But apparently, I was reading also, I didn't include this in there, that they might be remaking that movie for American audiences with Leonardo DiCaprio to be the main guy.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
They should get Mads to do it again.
I would say so. Yeah.
Nobody cares about supporting roles. Let's skip that. Best director, Chloe Zhao, for Nomadland.
Yeah.
She won that.
Yeah, there was another movie. Did you guys see? I heard that was really good. That's why I was curious because they also won Best Picture, right? So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, that won Best Picture. And Best animated feature film was Soul, of course.
your favorite.
Understandable. That makes sense. Yeah.
Best visual effects, Tenet won.
That one makes sense too because that was a visual effect heavy
Have you
kind of
seen it?
movie. bits of it, but yeah.
I don't really have any interest in seeing it.
I don't. It comes out for streaming, like for free streaming on the 7th of May.
Okay.
I might check it then on Crave,
maybe,
but I mean that'll be it. But really, I no desire to see if it was playing in theater still.
To keep upping it, like to get it more complicated, but like for what?
Yeah,
man, I don't want to do math formulas while watching a movie.
Yeah.
And Best Picture, Nomadland won that. Best Actress, Frances McDormand from Nomadland, and Best Actor, Anthony Hopkins from The Father, which was kind of an upset. People were hoping Chadwick Boseman would have won that.
Postmortem one, so yeah, but
and then actually Anthony Hopkins over on his Instagram, he paid tribute to him. Essentially, it was just kind of a short little Instagram video of basically his acceptance speech.
Yeah.
Because I think the word came out that he wanted to like zoom into the Oscars because he didn't go there, of course.
Yeah.
He wanted to zoom in and like do that, but they wouldn't let him do that for some reason. It's like, well, why wouldn't you want Anthony Hopkins to, make an appearance?
Right?
I don't know.
They're weird. Hollywood's weird now.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said
it's a good acceptance speech. It's very good. Yeah. He's in Wales.
Short, little minute long.
It's like a minute and a half max, and just
says thank you for the award, thank you to the Academy, and like the
because that's his second award that he's won, right?
Yes,
he's won 2.
There's a one since Hannibal Lecter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's like a good 30-year gap. Damn.
Start of his career to the end of his career.
Still going though. Yeah. 82 years old, still going.
So, I was reading the Oscars thing, and then I learned also like, oh, Chloe Zhao is directing Marvel's Eternals.
Yes.
I didn't know that. It's like, okay. And then, but apparently Kevin Feige was stunned by Chloe Zhao's using practical locations for Marvel's Eternals. So like, of course, they always want to record on blue screen or green screen, that sort of thing. But Kevin Feige was bringing like, I guess like production shots from their on location things and showing to the executives like, quote here, I had to keep saying this is right out of a camera. There's no VFX work to this at all, Feige said, because it was a beautiful sunset with perfect waves and mist coming up from the shore on this giant cliffside. Really impressive stuff.
Like,
so fucking Feige, like you hire a director who's known for doing cinematic and beautiful shots, and are surprised when she gives you those. Like,
right.
Like, all right, sure, man, whatever.
I feel like I should know who that is. How do I know who?
She only made a few movies. This is her. Eternals is only her third official movie she's ever made.
What else has she made?
Nomadland and
so she's the one. Oh,
yeah.
She won Best Director.
She just won Best Director. Yeah. So
damn, that makes me want to see it even more now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So
I might have to check that out.
That to me was a funny little headline. Like, why is Feige surprised that she's doing her job? I don't get this, Feige. Like, you're so used to green screen and special effects that you see something real for once, it confuses you. Like, my God, man. Like,
right.
No, I think he was just showing it to like the higher ups at Disney who were maybe not so sure about it. I think.
Right. Her because they want it more practical or more visual effects heavy, probably. And
they want it more safe. That's probably why, right? They can do it that way with visual effects, right? So
true. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this. Here's her filmography so far. 4 things. Eternals is going to be your 4th.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
good for her. That's awesome.
The first 2 I never heard of till Nomadland, and then Eternals now. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Eternals.
Right on. Next one up here, Without Morse is coming out today, so Michael B. Jordan was doing a bunch of press junkies for that. And he explained that Without Remorse is ignoring the Rainbow Six games for now. He said that this first movie is going to be, it deviates from Tom Clancy's novel to kind of more modernize it, that sort of thing. But he then said that the sequel, which will be called Rainbow Six, he says that he might have some more video game references and stuff like
Makes
that.
Makes
sense,
yeah.
Yeah.
So. Cool.
Yeah. That's a big thing now, so it'd be cool to tie into that finally. Because that too is also one of those games that's turning into a big lore dump as well. Because with their characters they release and what they're doing with it, it's very much a lore heavy franchise. Yeah.
Well, Tom Clancy's done a lot of books, man. A lot of books.
The Clancyverse.
The Clancyverse, exactly. Yeah.
And then he also talked about he downplayed Superman casting rumors. This one's from IGN.com as well. Michael B. Jordan recently suggested that he would not be suiting up as Spider-Man for Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Spider-Man.
What?
Did I say Spider-Man?
He's Spider-Man, yeah.
Spider-Man on the mind.
That's my dyslexia. Superman, I meant to say.
Yeah.
In J.J. Abrams' upcoming film, he was speaking to the Hollywood Reporter and basically said, "It's smart of DC to grab I can't say this name. Ta-Nehisi? Ta-Nehisi. I don't know.
Sure. Ta-Nehisi?
Yeah. To go ahead and adapt that project, says Jordan. He's incredibly talented. It's going to be worth checking out. I'm flattered that people have me in that conversation. It's definitely a compliment, but I'm just watching on this one." So he says he's denying he will be Superman.
It's too bad. I hope he comes back in more stuff because I really liked him as Killmonger. And like he can play that villain role, like play whatever hero role really well. So yeah, more of that stuff for sure. Yeah,
I'm excited to check out Without Remorse this weekend. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is definitely not the third or fourth time where we're quoting this part because I keep forgetting to hit the record button. Definitely hasn't happened. Not my fault. All right. But yeah, sorry for the abrupt cut there. Our audio died on us because it's a new little portable thing that uses AA batteries, but I guess the AA's that came with it were kind of crap. So plug your shit in. That's
don't use
PSA.
AA's.
Don't use AA's. Not so good.
Not for your main recording system. Nope.
Yeah.
Plug it in.
kind of important.
Yep.
And hit the record button. I learned that too.
3 times. 3 times.
But yeah, that was the last story we were reading anyways.
We're done anyways with that.
So
we're
gonna have to call it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this podcast and you liked our new set, like and subscribe here on YouTube. Subscribe, give us a 5 stars, give us a thumbs up on any podcast service you're listening to, and why not head over to our Facebook page, like us there as well. And that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great weekend. We'll be back here Monday for Ask Us Anything. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.